morning, ladies and gentlemen. Look who it is.
The man, the legend.
Ladies and gentlemen, Len Wells is here today. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, Len is here. We're going to talk about all kinds of different stuff. It is late November. We might talk happy Thanksgiving gatherings of the family gatherings of the past.
Yes.
I bet you Uncle Skeet's got
Uncle Skeet. I got a story about him after a while. I'll tell you about. He and cousin Ray have developed a nutritional product. I'll tell you about.
I'm looking forward to hear. Well, you know, if it's a nutritional. Did Uncle Skeet ever run into the swamp thing anymore?
Oh, the swamp monster? No. Monster. Aunt Jenny's got him on a pretty tight leach right now.
Well, Aunt Jenny's
bless her heart.
Bless her heart. She's a saint. That's
swamp monster. Yeah, Booger
the swamp thing.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Len is here. He is the editor down there of the Carmi Chronicle, as well as a contributor to the Prairie Post and the Navigator Journal.
Register. Yeah.
Register. I didn't have enough room on the page.
Oh, the Chiron?
Yeah, the Chiron is not. It looks like I might have had enough room.
That's okay.
All right, well, the Navigator Journal.
Gator would have been fine. Just Gator.
That's, you know.
As in Navigator.
As in Navigator.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's what people know it as.
Well, in fact, the Navigator has a character that they put into parades that dresses up as an alligator.
I think I've seen that.
Gator.
Yeah. Well, that's outstanding. This is Thursday, November 19th. Let's tell you all about what's going on here on this Thursday, November. I forgot I usually leave you on screen for this.
Because sometimes I react.
So, well, you know, the thing is, you're not really going to be able to react today.
Why?
There is nothing going on.
Are you serious? So, as a color man, I can't. There's no color I can add.
The only thing I can tell you about is there's a IHSA Zoom meeting tonight. And
the governor said he wouldn't be there, but I think one of his representatives will.
Well, the IDPH is going to be there.
IDPH as well as IHSA, and somebody from the governor's office. He personally won't be there, I'm told.
Well, is he headed to Florida? Is that what?
I don't have a clue.
I'm just making a joke.
No, it's okay.
Just making a joke, so I don't want to rile up the crowd.
And I'll tell you a little bit later about what the ruling was in Kane County, in a Kane County restaurant versus Pritzker, which is another one of those filed suits, as in
I look forward
Darren
to
Bailey and Associates.
I look forward to hearing that. Let me tell you what is going on here.
Oh, well, let's hear it.
On Thursday, November 19th. Were you ever a smoker?
You know, you could put in in this left hand how many cigarettes, cigars, pipe tobacco that I've had in my life. But basically, no. I tried it. It's terrible.
You could put in this left hand the number of cigarettes I've smoked in my life, and I could count them. I think I've had 3 cigarettes in my life. Now, the number of cigars could probably...
Celebratory cigars.
I've had probably this many cigars.
Yeah.
Probably about a dozen.
Aren't we lucky?
Cigars.
Look at all the money we saved for one thing.
That's exactly right. Today is the Great American Smokeout. Each year on the third Thursday of November, the American Cancer Society sponsors the Great American Smokeout. This is an annual social engineering event to encourage Americans to stop tobacco smoking. The Great American Smokeout challenges smokers to quit cigarettes for 24 hours with the hopes that this decision will continue forever.
That is a big deal, and I hope people do, quit, because it's silly.
There are benefits to one day without cigarettes. After just 20 minutes without a smoke, the heart rate drops, so does blood pressure. 12 hours, the body will cleanse the carbon monoxide out from the last cigarette. That'll be out of the body. If you make it past one day, your risk of heart attack begins to decrease. After 2 days, things start tasting and smelling better. Day 3 may be tough because that's when the nicotine is beginning to leave your body and symptoms of withdrawal may occur, but you can do it.
You can do it.
And by 1 month, you may notice you can breathe better, less coughing, the lungs become clearer. All this started, Len, back in 1977.
That long ago, really?
The Great American Smokeout began. The first one was held in 1977 in San Francisco's Union Square. Actually, in Randolph, Massachusetts in 1970, a fella suggested folks give up cigarettes for a day, moved to Minnesota, moved to California, and that's where you are today.
You know how, do you have any idea how aggressive the tobacco companies were to get news people on their side? And
No.
I can remember when I was younger going to various Sigma Delta Chi, which is a professional journalism fraternity. Okay,
yeah.
We go to these meetings in Indianapolis and around like that, and the tobacco industry would host hospitality suites.
Oh, sure.
Nothing unusual about that.
Yeah.
You know what was part of the hospitality suite?
Pack of smokes.
No, cartons of smoke.
Cartons of
Take
smokes.
all you want. Take all you want. Back
Cartons
then,
of smokes.
Cartons of smokes. I didn't smoke, but I took them because I had friends that smoked. I'd come back, and here's a half a dozen cartons of Marlboros. They would just give out smokes left and right because they knew, well, when it comes time to them reporting bad things about us, they won't be as bad, or they won't report it at all.
Might have the smoke going on the television or something like that. There you go. That's
Something.
yeah,
But that's true.
By the way, did you the statistics on smoking in the United States?
I hope it's gone down.
They go down over the last 20 years. It's gone down like 4% each year.
Oh, that's great.
4% each year, and I'm and in the last 3 or 4 years, went down 6%.
Wow.
But you know why?
No.
Vaping.
Vaping. Oh, it took over.
Vaping started taking over.
That didn't change. That didn't help.
That didn't help anybody. So
Just an observation, and I don't think I'm sexist or anything, but I seem to see more women smoking than I do men. I don't know why.
Really? Hadn't really thought about it.
I just, there's a lady in her car smoking, another lady in her car smoking. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dreaming. I don't know. Seems like I see more women smoking than I do men.
Great American Smokeout. Hope you all
please
can,
take that seriously. Yeah,
give
right.
it a shot. Today is also National Carbonated Beverage with Caffeine Day.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to find stuff. Unique
Boy, you
food
are.
holidays such as National Carbonated Beverage with Caffeine Day give folks the opportunity to break out of the everyday norm,
I
explore
remember
the variety of carbonated beverages with caffeine.
They're fizzing up booze now, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of carbonated booze.
In
now.
1767, Englishman Joseph Priestley suspended a bowl of distilled water above a beer vat at a local brewery in Leeds, England. His experiment led to the discovery of a method of infusing water with carbon dioxide to make carbonated water.
Fizzy water, isn't that something?
Fizzy water. That
Wow.
is something. Yeah.
Did you ever use or have an occasion to be around or see a seltzer bottle? Those the old time seltzer
a little
bottles?
bit before my time.
It might before my time too, but I've seen them. I guess you'd have like bourbon and soda.
Yeah, bourbon and soda. Yeah,
And that's how you do it. You have it. Yeah, that's cool. That's old time.
Ice cream sodas. That's
Sure.
how people would put that. Yeah, at the soda. You had the soda jerk.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore.
The jerk part of it wasn't. He was a jerk. The jerk had pulling the handle, the handle. That's why they call it the jerk.
See, now there you go. You would know these kind of things.
I do, being a wordsmith.
I was trying to make a joke about your age, Len, and I feel.
I love the origins of words, don't you?
Oh, I certainly do.
Phrases and things like that.
Well, I certainly do.
Scuttlebutt. You know where that came from?
I have
The
no
word
idea where what.
You know what I mean,
Is it from a shipping?
Yeah, it has to do with sailing.
Sailing.
Actually, as in boats, sailing. You
Really?
know what a scuttle is on a ship?
I know how they scuttle a ship.
No.
No,
well,
I know what they.
Well, you'll understand why they call it that.
Okay.
A scuttle is a hatch cover.
Okay.
So if you remove the hatch cover and fill it with water, the boat's going to
You're
sink.
scuttling the ship.
That's scuttle. A butt is a wooden cask for the water for the sailors.
Okay.
So they would gather at the cask to get a drink, and the cask, which is called a butt, was next to the scuttle. And so they mashed the two words together. People are just gossiping and stuff around the cask of water called scuttlebutt. Scuttle was the hatch cover. Butt is the cask of water.
So basically, it's like water cooler
Exactly.
hundreds of years in advance.
Right.
That is the coolest
Scuttlebutt.
thing I've ever heard.
Did you not know that?
No, I had no idea.
Oh.
I had no idea. That's really good.
Well, there you go. We've learned something today.
Well, I feel much brighter.
Would you like to feel just a tiny bit brighter? Just a little bit?
help me?
Now, you have a beautiful wife.
Yeah,
and I'll
thank
say
you so
that
much.
live on the air.
Hey, don't you just start
Not
hitting
that-
on my.
no,
don't
no.
you start hitting on
Not
my.
like I did a couple of weeks ago. So, and I apologize for that.
I know you have many times.
You have, I know, on occasion called her your better half.
Yes,
have
I
you
have.
not? Where did that come from?
Very seldom.
You lying dog. Where does better half come from? What's the origin of that phrase?
It's Shakespeare.
No, Puritans.
Really?
Yeah, the Puritans believed that a person was made up of two things, their body and their soul. And the soul was more important than the body, the better half.
Well, how'd that become your spouse?
Because your spouse is more of a soulful person than the man who's rough around the edges. And so your better half, your soulmate. So there you go. And now you know the rest of the story.
Now that's really good. I had not thought of that.
It goes back to Puritanism.
I had no idea. Yeah. So go ahead and drink a carbonated beverage today. A caffeinated carbonated beverage.
Well, we're going to go all over the place today.
We are going all over the place. Okay. I tell you what, let's do. I've got one more, and I think I'm going to wait till we get back. Let me go ahead and give the TV.
What's going on TV?
What's going on TV? What do you want to see tonight on television?
Mannix.
We've got a baseball probably on my TV.
I bet.
Mannix thing is now. I don't know what channel that my TV garbage is.
Bruce Dickey, like the rifleman.
the
Outhouse on the prairie.
My TV would be better. My TV would be better if they could put WKRP on.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
But WKRP is not in syndication anymore and never will be in syndication anymore.
That's
you know why?
No, because somebody owns it.
Because of the music.
Oh, because
they were playing music
that you got to pay a premium on every time.
You got to pay for the music.
Not premium, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to pay royalties.
Royalties, thank you.
Royalties.
Well, that's terrible. Can't they edit that part out?
WKRP is gone.
Won't they edit that out and put in music that is in the public domain?
Stinks. Maybe they'll wait like 50 years. Let's see. It came out in 1978 or 9, so it'll be 50 years out here in about 8 or 9 years. Maybe then it'll be out of copyright.
There's probably parts of the Warren Report that are still super secret.
You know there are. What's on television? Let's tell you what's on TV. Baseball tonight is the T-Town Wooden Shoes at Dietrich. That's on right here on this channel on Wabash. That was from September 28th. Good ball game. NFL tonight, the Arizona Cardinals are in Seattle. That's at 7:20. NFL Network Channel 629, also Fox. NCAA football tonight, Tulane Green Wave is at Tulsa. It's the Green Wave versus the Golden Hurricane.
Wow.
Wouldn't you think, now you know where Tulane is.
No, I have no idea. Down south somewhere?
You had a daughter live in New Orleans, like on campus at Tulane.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's in New Orleans.
She went to Purdue.
She lived in New Orleans.
Yeah, she did, but she didn't go to Tulane.
But she lived like on campus.
I didn't know that. She did not live on campus at Tulane, or the whole city is Tulane. I don't know what you're talking about.
You've told me where your daughter lived in New Orleans, and you know where your daughter lived in New Orleans?
Next to Tulane.
Next to Tulane
I
University.
Did not know that. I did not know.
But anyway, what I'm saying is...
That's why I don't do sports.
What I'm saying is, Tulane is the Green Wave.
Okay.
Right? Which makes some sense.
Yes.
But wouldn't it make more sense to be the Golden Hurricane?
Oh, absolutely.
Tulsa's the Golden Hurricane.
Why is Tulsa? That makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
There's more hurricanes in New Orleans than there is in Houston. Or Tulsa. Or any of those places. Tulsa's pretty much inland, isn't it?
Tulsa's it's in Oklahoma.
Yeah. It's inland.
Yeah, it's in Oklahoma.
A fourth reason why you don't want me to do sports. Fourth reason.
Also, Utah State is at Wyoming. You know where that is?
I do. It's out west. Just the other side of Golden Gate.
Yeah, it is. That's right. I've got to finish something here.
You better do that because...
before I can... Now I can do it. All right, so we're ready to go to commercial. Back right after this. Do stick around. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Len Wells. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back.
Reminds me of Pluto water, but that's another story. You know what Pluto water is?
I do know what Pluto water is.
Good. And that goes to French Lick, Indiana.
Well, you see, now that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Home of Mr. Bird.
But that doesn't make a lot of sense. The Pluto water. I know what Pluto water is. I've smelled
Why
it.
don't you?
I've never drank it.
It comes from French Lick, Indiana.
Of course, I know what it is, but what I don't know is how they got the name Pluto water. Why they named it Pluto. Well, that's Len Wells, ladies and gentlemen, by the way.
Well, if you look at the bottle, there's a picture of a gremlin or a billiken.
A billiken, sure.
And it's green. And you would be green too if you drank Pluto water. And he's got a little serpent, or not a serpent, what do you call it, the staff thing there with the trident.
Trident.
Holding a trident. And he's a little Pluto thing.
But that was Neptune. Neptune's the guy who holds the trident.
But Neptune's not green and running for an outhouse. Should I explain this, why this means anything at all?
If you wish.
French Lick, Indiana, back in the 20s?
Earlier than that.
Earlier than that. This was before Las Vegas.
Yeah.
By big stars. I mean, big
it's a
gangsters.
Large.
Everybody would flock to French Lick because of the springs.
Sure.
And it had healing properties if you bathed in it and stuff like that. But if you also drank it, it would clean out your system. That's all I'll say about that. And they would have... Seriously,
I'm listening.
You'd leave the hotel, and they have paths. They still do. You can walk around these paths, and there would be fountains where you could get a drink of Pluto water and keep walking. But every so often, there would be a rest stop because you would need a rest stop.
Wait a second.
Yes. I'm serious.
How far down the paths were the rest stops set?
Pretty close together.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
So Pluto water could be basically
it's a purgative.
A purgative. Okay. An olden day clean out, like before you're going to get a cleanse.
A colonoscopy.
Like before you get your colonoscopy type of thing.
Yeah. And my
How'd they get? That's my question.
I don't know how I don't know the
we were talking about etymologies of words. How do you get
I don't
Pluto
know. I'll
water?
find that out, and we'll talk about that next month,
All
just
right,
in
well,
time for Christmas.
That'd be great.
That would be a terrible Christmas gift, by the way.
Pluto
a
water?
bottle of Pluto water. Terrible gift.
Somebody might like that.
Gag gift, maybe, but you can buy that stuff at the drugstore still.
How much?
It comes in 4-ounce bottles. It's terrible, and 4 ounces is about 3.5 too much.
I was wondering. That was my next question.
That stuff.
See, I've smelled it. I've never drank Pluto water. I've been to French Lick. I can remember it to this day. I was probably 4 years old going to French Lick, Indiana.
Beautiful place.
Beautiful place.
Yeah.
I've never been there since, but maybe once. But yeah, I remember the smell, and
sulfurous, very sulfurous,
Yes.
rotten eggish.
Yes,
And
you don't forget the smell.
No, you do not. Is that you? When I get to skeet, you'll understand why all this makes sense. I have a skeet story
You're
later.
talking etymology. One of the things, this is National Caffeinated Beverage Day, caffeinated carbonated beverage day. Pluto water is not carbonated.
No, it's naturally nasty though. It's natural.
They don't add anything to that, do they?
Don't think so. They may have to test it from time to time for bacteria.
You think carbonated, caffeinated beverage, you're thinking Coke or Pepsi or something like that. Which makes you think, you're talking etymologies, what do you call your soda?
Well, it depends on where you live. Further south you go, the more people call it pop. Give me a bottle of pop.
You are reading my mind. Take a look at that map. Well, that's not the map. Where'd the map
Oh,
go?
there it is.
There's the Coke, pop, or soda. Actually,
I think out east is soda.
Yeah, that's right. Out east is soda. Out west is soda.
South is pop.
Well, no, they go out here. It's pop, and south it's Coke.
Oh yeah, blue is pop. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and actually, I call it Coke. Whenever
give me a Coke, and it doesn't matter what brand it is.
Get you a Coke. Yeah, I'm going to get a Coke. I don't go get a pop.
I thought pop would be more south. I really did.
No, it's the other way around. It's the other way around. And actually, I think the Illinois being pop is mainly from like Springfield and up, because I think Southern Illinois is going to be Coke.
Mm-hmm. You're probably right. Well, it's interesting. But I can remember. Can I ask my dad if I can go to the store and get a bottle of pop? That's the way I remember it, as pop. I guess because of the sound it makes when you open it. Pop.
One other thing today, I didn't mention in the first. This is also National Play Monopoly Day. National
That's too bad.
Play Monopoly Day. When is the last time you played Monopoly?
When I was a teenager, probably young teenager, probably 13.
I can remember the last game.
They'd go on for days.
I can remember the last game of Monopoly I played. It was in college. I was a junior.
Was that a drinking game at the time?
Well, we were.
Do not pass go.
We did not implement any new rules to it. Well, there were occasional new rules.
So you didn't play
but we played
real
Monopoly. We played it like once or twice. And the last time we played it, it was, we started at like 7 o'clock at a friend's house. We gave up at 4 in the morning.
Wow.
Came back the next day to finish. Went about 5 hours, never finished. And I got up from the table. I said, I'm done.
Enough.
This is the last time I'm ever playing this game. And
I can remember,
never played Monopoly.
I can remember playing
again.
it for days.
I was 20 years old.
Playing it for days, but I was as a teenager, and then I just lost interest in it. But yeah, it's a good game. Good game. Kids probably don't know what it is because you can't play it on a tablet. Well, maybe you can.
I wonder if you can.
Probably.
I bet you can. Let's take another quick break. We'll be back. That's Len Wells. I'm Bruce, back right after this. Do please stick around.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lemon Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield.
We can talk a little bit about it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Len Wells is here, and we are talking about a wide variety of subjects. Actually, we haven't really settled on anything yet.
We didn't have any show prep to speak of.
No, we sat here for a half an hour doing show prep before the show.
Oh, we did?
Yes, we did.
When you get to my age, you forget, you know.
We did a half an hour right
at
before.
my age,
we did as much show prep for this show as we used to do for the radio.
That's true. A good day for somebody my age is when you're putting your underwear on, putting your foot through the leg, you don't fall over. You know, that's a good day when you don't fall over putting your drawers on.
I fell down. By the way, you know they ask you every time you go to the doctor.
Have you fallen?
Have you fallen lately?
And you have?
I don't. I'm glad I don't have. I'm glad I'm not going to the doctor here in the next
You fell recently?
couple of months. I fell Sunday morning.
Wow. Well, that was after Saturday night. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
It does make sense, but it was a
trip over something.
No, it was a slick. My foot is dry.
Okay.
From
baby powder you put on it.
Yeah, it's because I take care of my feet so well.
Dodie puts baby powder on you from time to time, and she should.
I really shouldn't have brought it up.
But anyway, your foot was dry and slick.
My foot was dry, and I missed the top step of my stairs.
Oh no!
So I went down three. I went down 3 or 4 steps.
Oh goodness!
Yeah.
Wow!
I bruised up.
There have been TV shows made about people that fall downstairs, and then they say, "Oh, I'm not sure there was an accident after all." I bet
that
hurt too.
Yes, it hurt.
I'm glad you're still
as you're getting older, the bruises show up quicker and don't leave.
No.
Drew
Brees busted a bunch of ribs and punctured a lung, didn't he?
Speaking of Drew Brees playing quarterback for the New Orleans Saints.
He's my hero.
He was playing. You realize he was playing with cracked ribs to start with.
No, I didn't realize he had a pneumothorax, punctured lung.
Yeah,
that's serious stuff. They have to reinflate your lungs.
So he's playing with broken ribs, and he's got the thing on, right?
Yeah.
He's wearing the flak jacket, is what they call them, underneath his shoulder pads, and he gets hit again.
That's when
he gets hit, breaks ribs on the other side. So this is on Sunday or Saturday night or Sunday night during the game. He goes ahead and plays for like another 15 plays, throws a couple more touchdown passes. Then he goes to the halftime.
I don't feel so good.
He comes back out, says to the coach, "Man, I got to tell you, I can't breathe."
Because you got a collapsed lung.
He got a collapsed lung, and he's got ribs broken on both sides.
He's lucky that he didn't have more serious.
Yes, he is. He is.
A good friend of mine, Bill Hollander, used to be the news director at the TV station in Evansville that I worked for. He had a traffic accident.
Oh, really?
And he had what's called a flail injury. Broke several ribs on one side.
Oh, boy.
It's called flail. But anyway, he also had a punctured lung. So this was unfortunately well, I won't say what caused it. But anyway, it was late at night. We'll just say it was late at night. He said he was in the emergency room. They said, "Well, you've got a collapsed lung. We're going to have to reinflate that. And we're going to put a hole here and put a tube in." And
so they were whenever you inflate a collapsed lung, you don't go down?
No. They got a hole on your ribs, on your side, and run a hose in there, like a garden hose, only different.
Not much different.
He said to the doctor, and I'll never forget him describing this. He said, "Doc, there's not a hole there." And the doctor said, "There will be." And they didn't numb him up or nothing because it's an emergency.
Sure.
And he could breathe then, but he said, "Doc, there's not a hole." Bless his heart. Precious memories.
It makes you wonder if they're going to do that to Drew Brees.
I'm sure they already have. That's the only way you can reinflate a lung like that.
Oh.
Or I guess that's the common way to do it.
How have you been, Len?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much.
You've part of
alcoholism's in remission. I'm just kidding.
And Foster, there are no comedians like Foster Brooks anymore, are there?
I loved him.
Foster Brooks was.
I told you the Foster Brooks story from
I don't think you've told this audience.
This audience?
I don't believe you've told this audience. Ladies and gentlemen, Foster Brooks is from Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes, and he used to work at WAVE TV, Wave TV.
That's the thing.
True story, Wave TV.
We are of an age where we wouldn't have seen Foster Brooks on live or on television.
You can see him online now. You
can go online and see Foster Brooks.
He's hilarious.
Just incredible.
Plays a drunk.
Plays a drunk guy. He's not drunk, but he's playing a drunk.
And he does a good job.
He's playing a drunk, and he was always on the Dean Martin roasts.
Oh,
if you're unfamiliar with Foster Brooks, do yourself a favor, go down the rabbit hole for about an hour.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's worth your time.
It's worth your time. You met Foster Brooks.
I met Foster Brooks, and he worked at our sister station, WAVE TV, in Louisville, Kentucky.
What was his vocation? What did he do?
He's just an announcer. Excuse me. He's just an announcer, but he was at that time starting this shtick. So people knew him as Foster Brooks the drunk and so forth.
Yeah.
And so across the street, within walking distance of Wave TV, was a little what I call a fountain. I'm talking about a sandwich fountain,
soda fountain.
Soda fountain where you can get sandwiches and like a Walgreens used to be.
Thing. Yeah.
Walgreens, you could go in there and get a sandwich, a Coke, and they had sundries. They had sundries, of course, and and drugs. The pharmacy as well. Drugstore, but it also had a lunch counter. So Foster Brooks stumbles in there like his character. It's like he's drunk. He says, Excuse me. He said, it's a drugstore, okay? He said, do you folks fit diaphragms in here? Do you fit diaphragms? And the lady said, well, yeah, as a matter of fact, but you got to go back to the pharmacy. But yes, we do that. So would you wash your hands and fix me a ham sandwich? Just wash your hands and fix me. We sure do. Anyway,
so you just didn't have any.
We used to have meetings between the stations and stuff. So that's how we encountered.
Foster Brooks was do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
We weren't going to talk about Foster Brooks.
No, I'm glad it came up.
I tell you what, let's do.
And I don't like Foster's beer, by the way. It's terrible.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, it's awful.
You don't like Foster beer?
No.
Comes in the oil cans?
It's terrible. I used to like it.
I got a story about
I don't know how we got there.
I got a story about Foster's oil cans.
Oh, they're great collectibles. They do look like a motor oil can.
They look like a motor. It's 20.
Well, now everything comes in plastic now.
25, 26 ounces at the time. It was only the beer they.
It's Australian, right?
Yeah, it's Australian
It's
beer.
terrible.
All right, I was going to go to a
Almost
break,
like
but
moose head.
let me tell you the Foster story.
Please.
A group of
Young men.
a group of young men, and I'm involved in this one as well. We go to a ballpark down in. Let's call it Little Rock.
Okay.
Pretty sure it was Little Rock, and it was they were having a doubleheader that night. It was minor league baseball. The Little Rock Cardinals, the Little Rock Redbirds, whatever they were, Arkansas Redbirds. Remember when everybody remembers Arkansas had a minor league team?
Sure. Yes.
Nobody remembers when Arkansas had a minor league team, but they did.
Yeah.
And we were down there. It was a doubleheader night. It was also 2 oil cans for $1 a night.
Do you realize how much damage you could do with a $5 bill?
I know exactly. I know exactly how much damage you can do with a $5 bill. And the interesting thing was
a terrible promotion, by the way.
Oh, a terrible promotion. They apparently had Fosters they had to get rid of, and so we had one of our friends had a better job than the rest of us. Every time he would get up, he would say, "Well." Everybody was just kind of waiting for him to get up. Well, I got to go to the bathroom. Maybe they need anything. He was coming back with 10 or 15 Foster's cans. He did it like half a dozen times.
No.
It was unbelievable. It was
and it's terrible.
one of the best stories of all time.
I like it. That's a good story.
It was a good one. Speaking of Foster Brooks, we'll be right back after this on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, "Together, we're going to rebuild." Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Having a great time here with my good friend Len Wells.
Also known as Leonard Sue, right?
Leonard Sue Wells. That's the thing. I never called you Leonard Sue very often.
Yeah, a lot of my friends have, though. And it's if you wish, sometimes. Doesn't matter.
Some folks. It's a term of...
Bobby Walker, Nightcrawler, usually calls
How is
me.
Bobby?
Bobby's doing fine. Just celebrated his 107th birthday, I think.
I was going to say, Bobby isn't getting any younger.
No. He always called me John Boy. He thought I looked like John Boy from Little Outhouse on the Prairie.
You know, the thing about our good friend Bobby Walker, Nightcrawler, he is
a referee.
He used to be a referee, but he worked for the Postal Service for years and years and
Saw
years.
his mail on the mail train.
He's old enough, and he worked with the old Postal Service long enough to have been able to pick up mail on the mail trains with the hook, right?
Oh, yeah. I think they called him a hooker.
Nobody knows what that is.
Oh, I do. I remember seeing it as a kid. Come by the depot, and they'd hold out a shape like this.
Yeah.
And the guy would just grab it with his arm like that, and that's a pouch of mail onto the mail train.
And then the thing would spin.
Yeah.
Because it was out there, and you would grab it.
Well, you didn't want to grab it and then it catch and knock
you didn't want to grab it and stop.
But yeah, it's cool.
But that Bobby Walker, one of the last probably remaining
mail train guys.
Mail train carriers.
He's an MTG, a mail train guy. Hi. Thank you very much, Bruce. Bruce for the alcohol.
Lynn is the editor of the Carmi Chronicle, as well as a contributor to the Prairie Post and the Navigator Journal Register. You keep an eye out on the occasional news story
sure.
that is of interest. You were telling me something about Kane County.
Well, there have been a number of lawsuits, as you know, filed against the governor over the restrictions,
right.
COVID restrictions, mitigation efforts.
Some locally.
Statewide Friday we enter Tier 3, which is going to be a lot of restrictions starting this Friday, tomorrow, as a matter of fact. But one of those that was filed, was filed in Kane County by the operator of a bar and restaurant. I think it was called the Foxfire. I could be wrong about it, but the word Fox is in it.
I have heard of this one.
Yeah, and they just decided this Friday. I
didn't know they decided.
Oh, it's been decided. So anyway, he said, you can't shut me down.
This was the
basis of the lawsuit is the governor doesn't have the power to do it. The legislature has to do this.
Wasn't this the business where it was was this the Swingers Club business?
No.
Okay, that's a different one.
Yeah, you're thinking of Dick's. Dick's is the name of the town just north of.
But no, I'm talking.
I don't know about that. I just know that this was a bar.
Okay.
Foxfire Grill. And it may be I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
But anyway, the circuit court in Kane County ruled that the governor couldn't impose his restrictions.
Right.
He didn't have the authority to do it. So the Kane County Circuit Court sided with the plaintiff.
Okay.
Well, the state appealed. I can't remember what circuit it would have been, Fourth Circuit perhaps, Court of Appeals. I'm not talking federal, I'm talking state.
Yeah.
And the appellate court reversed that.
Oh,
Said,
really?
No, the governor has all the authority in the middle of a pandemic, a crisis. He has all the authority to do that.
Yeah.
And so that sets up these other lawsuits to fail, I think, because that's a precedent-setting decision in the appellate court. So in Clay County, I believe, where Mr. Bailey had a positive outcome for his lawsuit.
Right. Then it got moved up to
Sangamon County, and and let's say they get the same result there as they did in Clay County, it's got to be appealed, and we know how it turned out in the appellate court for Kane County.
Yeah.
Probably not going to succeed on appeal.
Well, I didn't realize that had come up. So
that decision was issued Thursday or Friday of this past week.
That's amazing that the thing is with the
or maybe Monday. I don't know.
When you're talking about the shutdown, the most effective, to me, the most effective tool in his pocket, in his quiver, is what he's doing this Friday. If he's wanting to shut down bars and restaurants,
to indoor dining,
to indoor dining and indoor whatever,
and gambling,
you shut down the gambling.
Yeah.
You shut down the machines, and you say those are part of this.
I believe that's correct.
See, I didn't realize. I thought I looked at the order, but
it was initially. Remember when they did that?
Yeah.
And all the gambling, even the ones in the casino, the convenience stores and stuff, they were shut down too, right?
Yeah.
And I believe that's the same thing now. But the casinos and all gambling on Friday.
No kidding.
As part of Tier 3.
I'll be doggone. Well, good to have the knowledge.
Yeah, that's just what it is. But I think these other cases that are pending, so-and-so versus Pritzker, I think are going to fail because of being reversed on appeal. One appellate court's not going to overturn another appellate court, typically.
No, that's whenever one of them sets the precedent, usually the rest of them...
And then the only other alternative you have is take it to the Illinois Supreme Court, and they only take so many cases.
Right.
And they may say, nah, I don't know what they'll say.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
That's interesting. I tell you what, let's do. Let's take one final break, and we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit about Uncle Skeet.
Yeah. He's got a
some
business
new business
venture.
as well as all kinds of different things. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Len Wells is here. We'll be back, hash things out, and solve the world's problems.
You bet we will.
Back in a sec.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lemon Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lemons always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemonsonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Len Wells.
It really is water.
It is water. I know it's water.
Well, I don't want to get you thrown off the air. Not today, anyway.
This is cable. Len's here. We're talking about all kinds of fun stuff. Appreciate you coming up.
Thank you. Happy to be here. And I want to
thank
thank you for putting me up at the what's that one motel? I can't remember the name of it.
The Oyo?
Oyo Motel. Very nice. Very nice accommodation. With the magic finger bed.
The Oyo used to be the ranch. You remember when that was the ranch motel?
Sure, yeah. Honeymoon there one time. It was a pretend honeymoon.
There's also a Best Western here in town.
Yeah, it's just down the road a piece.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Very nice, very nice.
Well, nothing but the best.
And the stipend, I appreciate the $200 stipend. Is very nice.
200 is all. Well, I forgot I had to take my cut.
Oh, that's true. Commission.
Len is here. We're just talking about all kinds of different things. Any good court news we've heard anything lately?
Court news.
Any new developments? I know the last time a couple of times ago we had you on here talking about Megan Nichols. There's nothing new there right now.
The defense, he has a new attorney. He did have a court-appointed attorney just for the first advisement that we're talking about. Mr. Merbarger, the defendant.
Yeah, Heidi Hoffey has been replaced now by
a gentleman by the name Barril, Barril. I think he's from Carbondale. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, he has a private attorney now, and they have demanded a jury trial on or before February 4th. Now, whether that date will hold, or I doubt if it will hold.
Right.
That's just my opinion. Most murder trials take about a year.
Well, I was kind of surprised when they demanded the early day. What would be the purpose for the early day?
Well, if you demand a speedy trial, which is 180 days, I believe, is that correct? You may catch the prosecution a little off balance. Are you really ready?
If they do it.
If they do that. And I just don't see that happening.
And at this time, it's still in Wayne County Court.
Yeah, there's been a lot of pre-trial publicity, but not about the defendant, I don't think.
No, that's true. I mean,
so it'd be a pretty.
You live on the edge of Wayne County, and I live in Wayne County, and there's not. I mean, there's
been a lot about the case.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a ton about the victim, but about the particular the defendant, there's not. Hasn't been all that much.
Well, that's just. But they could file a motion.
In comparison to other murder trials, it's about the same. Is what
you could file a motion, and you'd bring in all the TV stations and the radio stations and newspapers, and say, here's a compilation of all the stories, and the defendant can't get a fair trial. Yeah. And it'd be up to the judge to say, well, yes or no. Yeah. It's not that common to get a change of venue.
I was going to say they do it.
They do it from time to time.
You read about it a lot more in.
Christian Nielsen got his case.
They moved it to Hamilton County.
No,
right?
I believe it was Lawrence County. Pretty sure it was Lawrence County, Lawrenceville.
So that was probably one of the, there are not that many, not that very often a murder trial in this area. No kidding. I hate to jump right from there to our good friend Uncle Skeet. But,
Uncle Skeet and his cousin Ray Ray have launched a business venture, and if it works, they could become millionaires.
Tell me about it. This is fascinating. There are stories of entrepreneurs that come from nowhere.
Oh yeah.
Out of their garage.
Right.
Steve Jobs started Apple in his garage.
Right.
Bill Gates starts Microsoft.
I thought he had Gates belts. No.
No. Oh, okay. Entirely different.
Okay, different Gates company.
He actually started Microsoft in his dorm room. I think,
come outside.
In Massachusetts, yeah.
Well, Skeet and Ray Ray have been trying to.
You never know where brilliance and innovation will
bubble
strike.
up, just like that carbonated soda we talked about earlier.
Just a lot like the
only different
carbonated, caffeinated soda.
Well, anyway, they've been trying to develop a cereal.
Oh, really?
That's nutritious, but more importantly, a lot of fiber, high fiber. Because we know as a society, we don't eat enough fiber, right?
I guess.
I mean, I hear that on TV all the time.
They tell you all the time.
Oh, yeah. So they came up with a cereal they made out of oat and soybean, oat hull, soybean hull, and wheat chaff. So oat and soybean hull and wheat chaff. Okay?
Okay.
Now
hold on a second.
That's what the cereal. That's the prime ingredient.
How do they go about collecting soybean chaff? I mean, do they go around behind? They go around behind the combine.
Collect it. So this is through the experimentation process.
Wow.
So they made a cereal.
Talk about.
Smart.
Talk about innovation and using all of the particular plant. I mean,
Right.
and then let no resource go
none
unused.
whatsoever.
It's inspirational.
But
man.
it didn't really work out the way they thought.
Really?
Well, it was very high in nutrition, very high in fiber, very low in taste. Did not taste good at all. They
like
tried to sugar it up.
Special K.
Oh, it was awful. Oh yeah, just about like that, only different.
Yeah.
You might as well eat the box.
Yeah.
Be just as good.
Yeah.
So that didn't work out so well. I mean, they tried to flavor it, they tried to sugar it, it didn't work out. So because it failed the taste test completely.
Wow.
But then
Inspiration struck.
One thing they found that this cereal, while it is high in fiber,
Right.
produces a lot of gas. But wait, let me finish. Don't jump to any conclusions, Bruce
I am
Dickey.
not jumping to a conclusion.
It was not odoriferous gas.
Really?
It was plenty of gas, but did not have any smell to it.
How about
None.
that? That's amazing.
So when they found this property of their cereal that they made, they said, there's an application for this. So many foods in our diet produce gas, and it's an embarrassment.
Well,
it's
beans.
It's natural.
Sauerkraut, cauliflower,
beer, certain kinds of
mushrooms,
beer. A lot of things. Broccoli.
Broccoli,
oh,
the worst.
Gosh,
yes.
yes. Yeah. So they discover this unknown property. How much time do I have?
You got about 2 minutes.
Oh, I got plenty of time.
You can put
oh, yes.
2.5 minutes.
So they said, we're going to have to find a company that we can market this to, and then help us. They can help us develop it and market it and so forth.
I'm trying to think. What is that?
You don't know where this is going, do you? You have
No, I don't.
idea. It's all right.
No.
It's okay. So
I'm trying to think of the purpose for it. Then.
Well, so they decided to go to Campbell Soup Company first, because Campbell Soup have had a soup that they've marketed for decades, maybe eons. I don't know, an alphabet soup.
Sure.
If they could get them to use their product with the oat and wheat hulls and oat and soybean hulls and the wheat chaff, and turn that into a Campbell soup, like an alphabet soup, it would be nutritious. It would be high in fiber,
health,
and while it would produce gas, it would not produce odoriferous, smelly, odious, offensive gas.
Yeah,
which is a plus.
Absolutely.
For any food.
Absolutely right.
So Campbell they're interested, and so Skeet and Ray Ray said on one condition only: your alphabet soup with their oat hull, wheat chaff, and soybean hull. They would have to name it Let Her Rip. It's an alphabet soup. Let Her Rip. I think that'd be a great soup, alphabet soup from Campbell Soup Company. Good.
Good.
That's what Campbell Soup is. Let her rip. I don't you think that's a great product? Could be.
It could be. I'm trying to determine the need for such a product.
High in fiber. Doesn't produce smelly gas.
But why would one want to produce any gas, let alone...
I'm just saying most foods do. It's nature. But Let Her Rip is the name of the soup.
That is like alphabets. Letter.
Letter.
Yeah.
Rip. Let Her Rip.
I love it.
And now you know the rest of the story.
I love it. I think
Skeet and Ray Ray are entrepreneurs.
I think Ray Ray and Skeet are really onto the.
Well, it hasn't taken off yet.
I think that's the thing. Thanksgiving's coming up next week. Can they make this a part of maybe
not this year, but certainly
a holiday tradition?
Oh yes, soybean and oat hull and wheat chaff. I bet that's tasty, isn't it?
I'm wondering about. I'm seeing in my mind's eye Uncle Skeet going around behind the combine
with a basket,
with a basket or a wheelbarrow.
Oh, that would work too.
It wouldn't take long.
No, it would not.
You're gonna fill wheelbarrows with about 20 feet of a thing running down the field.
Blow stuff out. That's quite crazy. It's amazing, isn't it? Amazing.
That's amazing. I love the thought. Can we get in on this?
I'll get a hold of Skeet and ask, because he's always looking for investors.
There you go.
Maybe
contact Len Wells.
Catch TV.
Contact Len Wells if you're interested in investing.
We'll do some commercials right here.
We can do that. Thank you so much for helping. Len, thank you so much for being here.
Happy to be here.
Folks,
Thanks
have
for
a
putting
great
up with
day.
me.
We'll talk to y'all next time. Have a great
Bye-bye.
day. See you later.